Doug McMillon is a good manager of Walmart. I mean, there's no doubt in my mind. Now, he looks like he's 12, so immediately you wonder how is this guy experienced? But he's not. But he's just very, right, yeah. Charlie? I mean, this guy's got it going on, does he not?
He's done a terrific job. And if you build it or invest in it, they will come. And that's what's happened with Walmart here. We've been talking about this for years now. The investments the company started making 3.5 years ago are really generating.
Can you explain the retail sales number to me, please, and the disconnect between Walmart and what the hell happened? And
what's
how can
the true
world,
story?
How can the biggest retailer in the world do this well? And we saw numbers that almost looked like there was something wrong with them.
Maybe that's it. Maybe
really?
I don't know. I mean, I saw the number as well, and I thought, well, wait a second. We're betting that Walmart's going to have a great holiday. Amazon had a really good holiday. Target's preliminary results were favorable. Costco's were very strong. Those are 4 massive retailers. So what's dragging the number down? I really don't know. It's something we're trying to get our arms around at Moody's, and there might be a disconnect here. I've heard a lot of, and Mohammed may be able to weigh in here, I've heard a lot of things about, well, it was a shutdown, there was a delay, et cetera. That data is survey-based data, so maybe that's an issue. I don't really know, but we're seeing counter to that with Walmart. We're expecting good things out of Best Buy, good things out of Target, and I don't know where it is.
People use that number to recalibrate their entire viewpoint on the economy. They almost dismiss the jobs numbers based on that. Some of them said the recession's already started. Some of the ones that are people that are forecasting recession said, here's the first data point, those retail sales number, and now we see this. For me, this would tell the market that maybe you shouldn't have put too much stock in that number.
You're talking about a $500 billion a year revenue retailer, 360 or something in the U.S., blowing, popping 5% year-over-year sales growth, which in this environment is massive. And for Walmart to do that, I mean, the law of large numbers applies here. This was a phenomenal quarter for Walmart and a really good year. So I take your point, Joe.
Do you get the sense that Walmart is executing much better than the rest and therefore taking share? Is this a Walmart-contained story, or is the overall consumer doing so well that it's helping everybody?
Combination of the two. I think Walmart's nailed the how do we transition online. That's 40% growth. I mean, Walmart's going to be a $20 billion online retailer pretty soon.
Wow.
So they've hit that. They're using the stores. They're leveraging the stores. I think we keep calling it a barbell. I like to use a teeter-totter analogy. Well, if you use a teeter-totter, Walmart got a lot heavier. It's sitting at the bottom, and everybody else is going to flail a lot longer sitting at the top. There's clearly bifurcation in retail right now. The big guys are winning. The little guys are losing. That gap is getting wider and wider, and it's the Walmarts and Targets and Amazons and Costco's and TJX's and Best Buys of the world that are winning the game and taking the share from the donors at the other end of the spectrum.
I mean, a 1% beat on same-store sales, if you do the math with Walmart, that's like what's that? No, that's like a huge number, isn't it?
These are big numbers. Walmart moves, 2% growth is, what, $10 billion? That's the thing that people may forget over time, is how big that company really is.
They're also reiterating, by the way, fiscal 2020 guidance. So they're sticking with their guidance. That's another important thing to keep in mind. As we watch the shares up 3.6%, they've had to make a lot of investments, though, to keep up and to hit their e-commerce targets. Is that pace of investment going to abate, or will it keep on, becoming a bigger piece of the pie?
The store growth is slowing. I can remember covering the company, when I started at Moody's in 2002. These guys were building stores like crazy. Now they're not building stores, but they're spending roughly the same amount of money on CapEx. So it's going into tech spend. It's going to e-com. I think that Walmart is going to continue to do that. They will continue to invest. Buy online, pick up in store is a powerful model to compete with Amazon. Food delivery, which is something that we're still kind of looking at saying, gee, how much demand will there be for that over time? Walmart's going to leverage that store base. Those stores are assets, not liabilities, and Walmart's proved that.